determined. I mean, uh, with respect to a certain origin. Okay, origin means, origin means 0 0. This is O, this is called origin, 0 comma 0. So from today onward, we'll come to know that position vectors are always calculated with respect to a certain origin. That means, suppose we are getting A and B. AB is vector, okay, from A to B. Now, take an origin O. Suppose it is O for origin. Have you got me? Now, O to A, if we draw lines from O to A, you see O to A in this way. You see O to B in this way. Okay. What the lines we have drawn? We have drawn two lines from O to A and from O to B. Now that day you did too many maths on additional triangular additional law of vectors. So in triangle OAB, if we try to use that formula, that means, can you please let me know it is OA, then what? OA plus AB
AB.
is equal to, this A will be omitted, so will be left with OB. Talk to me. Am I right? This is
Yes, sir.
position.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now from here we can write down AB is equal to OB minus OA. Please try to understand what I have written. OB minus OA. What is meant by this? OB minus OA. Do you know it? OB minus OA. Suppose from O to A, it is marked by A. This is A, but position vector. Okay. O to B, it is B, but position vectors. What is meant by this? That is from O to A, the distance of OA, it is this. Position vectors. O to B, it is B. The distance of OA is A. The distance of OB is B. Please try to understand. So we can write here, OB equals to B and OA equals to A. So this is a formula. That is AB is equal to B minus A. This is a formula. That means here the position vector of A, please try to understand, the position vector of A is A. The position vector of B is B. Then we get AB equals to B minus A. This is the formula. Suppose if I go to write down XY, can you please tell me in the light of this? Y minus X. Please try to understand. The second one will be at first. If I write down, suppose if I write down PQ, can you please let me know what's about PQ?
Q minus P.
Q minus P. I think you have got it. Where the position vectors of P is P and Q is Q. Please try to understand. Is it okay to all? Talk to me, all of you. So what we have got? We have got, I'm going to write down, we have got AB is equal to what? B minus A. Is it okay to all? That's good. Okay, it's okay. It is O, it is X, right? Suppose I am going to take some points here. Suppose it is A and it is suppose B. And A is written 2, 0 and B is written suppose 6, 0. Right? Now, can you please tell me what's about AB? AB goes to what here? AB goes to what? OB minus OA. Am I right? Is it or not?
Yes, sir.
Hello? So what's about OB? OB goes to what? OB goes to 6. What's about OA? OA equals to what? OA equals to 2 unit, right? So can we write OB equals to 6 minus 2? That means you see there is no functioning on this O. There is no functioning of this O. Suppose B is 6, A is 2. So AB equals to B minus A. You see AB equals to B minus A. Another thing, suppose it is drawn, not a matter. It is A, it is B, and it is C. Sorry, it is O. In this way. Suppose this is the midpoint C. OC has been joined. Okay. Can you please let me what's about OC? C is the midpoint. C is the midpoint. Okay. Now, position vector of A is A. Position vector of B is B. Can we express what is OC? OC equals to what? Can you write down here? You have to talk to me. If you cannot understand, please let me know. In this triangle, we can write down OA plus AC. OA plus AC is equal to OC. Is it? I told you to determine OC. Very good. OC equal to OA plus AC. Now, what's about OA? OA equals to what? A. What's about AC? We don't know AC. So AC equals to what? Half of AB. Am I right? Are you getting me, please? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, it is A. What is AB? I have already found AB equals to B minus A. This is the formula. That can be used. So AB equals to B minus A. Is it? Now, if we calculate, we will get A plus half of B minus half of A. Right? That means A minus half A. We are getting half of A plus half of B. That means we are getting half of A plus B. Please take to understand. This is the most important part of maths. If you don't understand, please let me know. But you people normally, you people have tendency not to cooperate. Okay, where you have not got it, just let me know. This line you have got. The most important part. This line you have got. Wait, what is the value of OA? Is A. And AC, I told you C is the midpoint. It is the midpoint. So AC equals to half of AB.
Yes, sir.
What is the value of AB?
B minus A.
I have put the value of AB, B minus A. Now I have multiplied by half. Now it is the calculation. 1A minus half A. We are left with half A. That's half AB will be kept as it is. Half has been taken common. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Very, very important part of position vectors. Suppose now you are given like this, you try to understand. Okay? A trapezium you are given. ABCD. A, B, C, D. In this way. Where the position vectors of A is A, B is B, C is C, and D is D. Right? What is position vectors? I told you, from a certain origin, this is the origin, O. Right? This is the origin, O. Now, suppose you are given here the midpoint, and it is P. Okay. Now you have to find OP. What is OP? You find it. I want to see who can do it. In
Sorry,
your
it's not 3 by 2.
okay, but you have to calculate it. You are telling me just by memorizing, but you have to show me with calculation. This is the math of formats. The way I showed, you have to follow that. Perhaps you cannot, right? What will you do? You have to join this. Okay? So it is in this way. Now use in triangle OAP. In triangle OAP, you use triangular addition of vectors. What will be? Let me know. OA, let me know. OA plus AP is equal to OP. Am I right? Talk to me. As I told you to find OP, that means OP is equal to OA plus AP. Now, what's about OA? OA equals to what? OA equals to A. And what is AP? Can you tell me what is AP? AP is half of AD. Half of AD. Okay. Now let me know. A plus. What is AD? AD means what? AD means what? Let me know. I proved it today at first. AD means D minus. Am I right or am I right?
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
So
AD equals to D minus.
D minus A. Can you write?
Yes.
Now you calculate it. A plus half of D minus half of A. Is it? So it is A minus half A, that is half A. So from here we can take half common, and at a time I am calculating half of A plus D. Is it? Or perhaps Rahat told me the half of A plus D. Is it, Rahat?
Yes, sir.
That means it is A, it is D, it is the midpoint. So by the way, OP means what? OP means the position vector of P. Please try to understand. OP means the position vectors of P. The position vector of P is half of A plus D. Have you got me? Suppose you are told now to determine the position vector of, it is suppose Q, where Q is the midpoint of BC. Can you please let me know what will be OQ? OQ will be, let me know, half of
C
B
minus D.
plus, no,
B plus C.
sum of this and this by 2. That is average of this and this. In this way, please try to understand. You are not getting, please talk to me. At first, try to understand. I have to do a lot of maths on this. Normally, we don't do, but we don't show it in the exam hall. But even after that, we have to do it. Take out your higher mathematics book. All of you. Exercise 12. Go to question number 13. Exercise 12, question number 13. Page number 303. Exercise 12, question number 13. All of you read the question 2 times. ABCD is a trapezium. Okay? And we are getting the midpoints of AD. It is the midpoint. It is the midpoint. Name it P, name it Q. P and Q are the midpoints of AD and BC respectively. Okay? Now, P and Q have been joined. Okay? Please try to understand. Write down. Let particular enunciation write down. Let PQ be the straight line of a trapezium ABCD. With the help of vectors, it is to prove that Okay, let me know what is to prove. PQ is half the sum of the parallel sides. Here AB plus CD. Okay, you can write down here. Here you write down and you have to write it. AB parallel DC. Please write down. AB and DC are parallel. So PQ will be half the sum of the parallel sides. Okay, and you have to prove that PQ is parallel to parallel sides. It is parallel to parallel sides. You have to prove this too. Now we are going to give vector sign. You see how I am giving it? In this way, in this way, in this way, in this way. Please complete it. Take time to complete. Drawing, completing the figure and writing part. And try to understand, familiarize with the question of the book. Have you copied it?
Yes, sir.
Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
You know, here AD and BC are called non-parallel sides. There is another name. Who can let me know? Here AD and BC are called non-parallel sides, but there is another name. What is that? They are called oblique sides. Oblique sides. Okay. Okay. You see, proof. Write down. AB equals to what? Write down let. At first, write down let the. Always you have to write down let the position vectors of A, B, C, and D. Okay. B, A, B, C, and D respectively with respect to a certain origin. I am not going to draw that origin. Now you see, you have to write down like this. It is A, it is B, it is C, it is D. Is it okay? What is meant by this? Can you please let me know? Therefore, AB equals to what? What I told you, AB equals to B minus?
A.
Can you please let me know? What's about DC? DC equals to what?
C minus C.
In the proof, what we have? In the proof, we have AB plus DC. So AB plus DC, AB equals to what? B minus A. DC equals to what? C minus D. Please try to understand. So I think you have written, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write down the position vector of P. Can you please tell me? Let me know. Half of A plus P is the midpoint of AD. AD, so A and D. Can you please recollect your memory that I proved this? Not getting you. Position vector of Q equals to what? Let me know.
Half of B
Half
plus
of
C. B
B
plus
plus C, right? Very good. After that, we can write down what's about PQ. So PQ equals to what? PQ equals to what? Can you please tell me? PQ means position vector of Q minus position vector of P, right?
Yes, sir.
Write down position vector of Q minus position vector of P. Okay. Now you put the value. That means what is the position vector of Q? It is the position vector of Q. So we can write here half of B plus C minus half of A plus D. Can you please talk to me? That means half B plus C minus A minus D. Can you please compare with this part? What is in the right hand side? B minus A, it is B minus A. C minus D, it is C minus D. Have you seen they are the same?
Yes, sir.
So can you write here half AB plus DC? I have just put the values from here. Talk to me. After that, what should we do? Always the same pattern. Write down therefore PQ is equal to absolute value sign দিতে হয়. Always it is to be given. PQ equals to half of AB plus DC. Absolute value sign. That it is the length now. Now from vector I am going to geometry. So they cannot be negative. Therefore, PQ is equal to half of AB plus DC. You were told to prove this. Can you remember? One of the proofs was this. And write down and. Before going to that part, I have to show you something. Suppose a straight line AB. Suppose AB is a straight line. And we are writing CD is another straight line. It is a vector. It is a vector. Okay. There is another straight line on AB. It is X. On AB, this is Y. So actually we are getting three basic straight lines. What are those? You please try to understand. One of the vectors is CD, vectors AB, and vectors XY. Is there any difference among these three? Is there any similarity among these three? There is difference and there is similarity. That is, here you see CD and AB are parallel. Have you seen? CD parallel to AB. Am I right? I have taken their parallel. CD and AB are parallel. Okay. But AB and XY are not parallel. AB and XY, they are not parallel. They indicate the same straight line. But interesting fact is that all these three lines support each other. Here CD supports AB, here AB supports CD, here CD supports XY, here XY supports CD, here XY supports AB, here AB supports XY. This is called line of support. Lines of support. When two buses move parallelly, okay, they are parallel and they are moving, then you see you get support. One bus or passengers of one bus get support by the other bus. Sometimes you will think that you are not in a moving position. You will think that you are in a static position. Okay, have you seen ever? Hello? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, anyway, perhaps you are not getting any interest, so it's okay. They are called lines of support. Lines of support are of two types. Lines of support two types. Number one, they may be same. Suppose you are on the bus, okay, you are getting support of the bus. If bus is moving, you are in a moving condition. And another, they are parallel. They may be same or they may be parallel. It is called lines of support. I think you have copied it. Now, back to the pavilion. PQ goes to this and write down, and same writing for all the maths. And the lines of support of the vectors PQ and AB and DC are same or parallel. Is it possible that they will be same? No, it is not possible because it is the midpoint of AD. A and D has, I mean, they are not the same point, A and D. So we can write, but they cannot be same here. They are not same here. Therefore, the lines of support of the vectors, you write down the same of the vectors PQ and AB and DC. That is what I am writing, you write that. That is the lines PQ and AB and DC. Now it is lines, not vector, are parallel. We have proved here they are half of this, and here we have proved they are parallel. So our math is done. Is it okay to all? All of you.
Ji, sir. Yes, sir.
Go to number 14 and read the question. By the way, one thing is left, but no need to do in the exam hall. It is left, but no need to do. Suppose it was the origin, O. So from here, you can draw too many lines in this way. You can draw if you want, though it is not necessary. Have you got me? If any of you can draw, you can draw, not a matter. The examiners will be very pleased if you draw this. Have you got me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you see, can you remember we found OP as by half of A plus D? Can you remember OP? P is the midpoint. Position vector of P. That time I showed you half of A plus D. The same thing. On the basis of that, I wrote this. Question number 14. Almost same math, but you read it properly. Attention is needed to read the question. Read the question. In this way, a trapezium is to be drawn. In this way. Okay? Where it is A, it is B, it is C, it is D. What is told here? It is told something regarding diagonal. So better to draw a diagonal, to draw the other diagonal, right? Now it is told something regarding the midpoints of the diagonal. So it is the midpoint of the diagonal. It is the midpoint of the diagonal. Very good. We name it. Suppose it is M and it is N and join it. Have you got me? Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Have you read the question number 14?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write down let in a trapezium, ABCD, MN be the straight line joining the midpoints of the diagonals. That time it was sides of the diagonals AC and BD. And yep, you are required to write down, you must write AB parallel DC and AB is greater than DC. You must include this line, otherwise you may not get mark. This line, because in this question there is something written about difference. Have you seen? With the help of vectors, we have to prove that. Write down with the of vectors It is to prove that what is to prove? Let me know. That Mn thus found is equal to half of their difference. So if AB is not greater than DC, then we cannot write. So at first AB. There is no option to write down DC at first. It is DC. There is no option to write down DC at first. And Mn is parallel to AB is parallel to DC. Please try to understand. If you fail to understand, please let me know. Feel free to talk to me. No, I think you have got it right. Now we have to give the vector sign. How we can give it? You see, they are parallel. They are parallel. Oblique sides. So we can give the sign of oblique sides like this. Upward direction. The diagonals, upward direction. Okay. Mn, very good. For a while, let's give Mn the same direction of the parallel sides. Now complete giving the vector sign. Let the position vectors of the points A, B, C, and D be A, B, C, and D respectively with respect to a certain origin. Now what you get here? Let me know. AB equals to what? AB equals to what? B minus
A.
DC equals to what?
C minus D.
In the proof, what we have? AB minus DC. Do we have in the proof AB minus DC? But for the previous math, it was AB plus DC. Nothing is difference. In the previous math, it was AB plus DC. Now it is, oh my God, now it is AB minus DC. So what's about AB? This is AB minus, this is DC. Is it? Now we calculate B minus A minus C plus D. Okay, very good. You can mark it as by 1, not a matter. Copy it. Now you write down position vectors of M. The position vector equals to what? What is the position vector of M? Half of A plus C, because M is the midpoint of AC, right? M is the midpoint of AC, so half of A plus C. I told you, I proved it. Position vector of N equals to what? Half of N is the midpoint of BD, so B plus D. Is it? Now, can you please tell me what's about Mn? Mn equals to what? The position vector of N minus the position vector of M. You can write down position vector of N minus position vector of M. Position vector of N minus position vector of M. So what is the value here? Position vector of N. So it will be kept at first. So half of B plus D minus half of A plus C. If I take half common, then we'll be left with, you see, taking half common, B plus D minus A minus C. Now I have kept this because you see B plus D minus A minus C minus A minus C. Have you seen? So we have got the right hand side of equation 1. So we can write here half. The left hand side of 1 was AB minus DC from 1. Can you please talk to me? All of you are eager to talk to me. Hello, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Bucci sir.
Are we... Okay, that's good. Therefore, we can write down here Mn is equal to half of AB minus DC. Actually, what is this? It means, therefore, Mn is equal to half of AB minus DC. And that part, that is the lines of support that I told you, it is to be written in almost all the maths. Can you please remember? And let me know the lines of support. You can write it by yourself of the vectors Mn and AB and DC are, let me know, are same or parallel, but they cannot be same here. Therefore, the lines of
স্যার ক্লিয়ারলি না দেখা যাচ্ছে না।
স্যার লেখাটা ক্লিয়ার না।
okay, still, is it okay? No,
স্যার ইটস ওকে।
I don't know why it happened. Sometimes net. What you're so? Hi. Really? Oh, I can see it very clearly, dear students.
এখন ক্লিয়ার।
স্যার এখন ক্লিয়ার, আগে ব্লার হয়েছিল।
Okay. Okay. Therefore, the lines of support of the vectors Mn and AB and DC, that is the lines. Now here the word lines. Mn and AB and DC are parallel. So we are done. The most important math to be given in the examination, every year it is given in the exam. Every year, one of the maths from trapezium will be given. You forget everything. But every year, one of the maths of these two, trapezium, midpoints of the sides and midpoints of the diagonals, it is normally, usually, as usual, it is always given in the examination. Now it is up to you that what will you do. Go to example 5. Though it is done in the example, but I will try my level best to make this math in some different ways and very easily. Example 5 of the book. Example 5. You read the question. In the question, it is given any quadrilateral without any measurement. You see, I am going to take a quadrilateral without any measurement. That means, okay, nobody of you can tell me what is the type of the quadrilateral. I am not given any type, okay, any shape. So it is A, it is B, it is C, it is D. We have taken a quadrilateral named ABCD. Okay, is it? Any quadrilateral has been considered. Now we are going to take the midpoints. So it is the midpoints, it is the midpoints, it is the midpoints, and it is the midpoints. I have taken 4 midpoints of the 4 sides. Now, consequently, if we go for adding this type, you will get a quadrilateral, another quadrilateral you will get, right? Now, suppose we are going to name it as by P, as by Q, R, and S, the midpoints. You have to prove that with the help of vectors, you have to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. What I have told you, you have to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay? Write down. Let P, Q, R, and S be the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD, and DA, respectively, of a quadrilateral ABCD. I think you have got it. Nothing else I have written. I have just mentioned that which are the midpoints. Now, can you write P comma Q in this way? Q comma R in this way, R comma S and S comma P are joined. With the help of vectors, we have to prove that, write down. With the help of vectors, it is to prove that, with the help of vectors, it is to prove that PQ RS is a parallelogram. Talk to me. Now, it's okay. We are going to give the vector sign. You see the way I'm giving the vector sign. A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. That is, I have taken it in cyclic. It's starting from A, and I have also ended at A. In the same way, P to Q, Q to R, R to S. In the same way, it's starting from P and also ending at P. Please complete giving the vector sign of the figure. Now proof. In this math, same thing, but I'll make it short. Okay, suppose position vector of A is A, position vector of B is suppose B. So we are getting AB equals to suppose B minus A, giving you an example. But I am taking this whole equals to only A. Suppose. I am not telling about position vectors. That means here in this math, you write down AB equals to A, BC equals to B, okay? Then CD equals to C, then DA equals to D. In this way, AB equals to B minus A, that's right. But that B minus A has been taken in another unit, only A. Suppose BC equals to C minus B, but I have taken only B. I have taken that C minus B equals to B only. Anyway, so what you are getting here, you write down in triangle BPQ. Write down in triangle BPQ. Can you please let me know what should be written? Triangular addition law of vectors in triangle BPQ.
PB plus
Triangle,
BQ equals to PQ.
you're right. PB plus BQ is equal to PQ. Give vector sign here. Talk to me. From here, we can write down. From here, we can write down or PQ equals to PB plus BQ. Can you write? Please talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Vector sign, vector sign, vector sign. Okay. Now, what's about PB? PB equals to what? P is the midpoint. So can you write half of AB?
AB.
And BQ equals to what? Half of BC. Is it? If you don't understand, please let me know. As I told you that P is the midpoint of AB. At the very beginning of the proposition, that is so-called, I mean, what is called? Particular enunciation. I told you that P is the midpoint of AB. Now, what's about AB? AB equals to what? A. So it's okay. We are going to put the value half of A plus BC equals to what? B. Half of A plus half of B. It is PQ. That means we are getting here PQ is equal to half of A plus B. Can you write? Similarly, we can write QR. Tell me, QR equals to what? Half of Q and R. So B plus C. RS. RS equal to what? Half of R. R means C and D. C plus D. Similarly, we can write down SP equals to what? Half of D plus A. I think you have been puzzled seeing these another three equations. Nothing about to be puzzled. You see, you please try to understand. It starts with P, ends with P. Number one. Here it ends with Q, here it is started. Q, Q, R, R, S, S, P, P. So AB, so it will BC, CD. In this way, AB, first one AB. So second one will be BC, third one will be what? CD. Then it is again DA. This A will be same. I think I've got it. Okay, you see AB, then BC, then CD, then DA. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we see again. If I go for writing this AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Can you let me, what is that? What will be the result here? Equals to what? Talk to me. You have your starting point, your ending point same, so it is 0. Aha. BB 0, CC 0, DD 0. You are left with AA, that is 0. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Then why you are so silent? Okay. Now we put the value. What's about AB? AB equals to what? What's about BC? BC equals to what? What's about CD? CD equals to what? What's about DA? D equals to what? Right? I have just put the values. Now, okay, that's good. I can write here A plus B equals to minus C plus D. Now I can write half of A plus B minus half of multiplying both the sides by half. Why I have done this? Because you see here always half, 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 half. Now you please try to understand the left hand side. Half of A plus B. This is half of A plus B, which is equal to PQ. Here C plus D, half of C plus D. This is half of C plus D, which is equal to RS. So I am getting PQ and RS. Please try to understand PQ and RS. So I can put the value here. It is equal to what? Let me know. It is equal to what? PQ.
PQ.
It is PQ and it is what?
Minus
RS.
R.
This is minus. Yes, you are right. This is minus RS. So pay attention here. PQ minus RS. At the beginning of vectors, that day I told you, it can be written PQ equals to, let me know.
Yes, sir.
Now please go to the figure. We are getting if they are parallel. So here is arrow is P2Q, but you see we have got S2R. It should be S2R. Though in the figure it is R2S, but we have proved that yes, not that. What we took is wrong. It should be, but math is right, but it should be S2R. Is it? So we can write here, therefore, PQ is equal to, yes, sir. Am I right? I told you after that you have to take always the absolute sign. PQ equals to SR and the write down lines of support of the vectors PQ and SR are same or parallel, but they cannot be same here. Okay, that means we are getting here, therefore the lines of support of the vectors PQ and SR, that is the lines PQ and SR are parallel. So actually what we have come to know, PQ and SR, you see PQ, P2Q and S2R, they have the same direction, okay? So PQ and SR are parallel and they are equal. So we can write, similarly, it can be proved that, similarly, it can be proved that PS equals to QR, C, and PS is parallel to QR. P2S in this way direction and Q2R in this way direction. P2S in this way direction, Q2R in this way direction. You see, it is PS, it is QR. We can prove that. Though here S to P, you please try to understand. That means in a parallelogram, the pairs of opposite sides are equal and parallel, right? So we have got this pair equal and parallel. We have got this pair, you see, this pair equal and also parallel. So what is the definition of a parallelogram? Pair of equal sides will be equal and, pair of opposite sides will be equal and parallel. So can you write down, therefore, PQRS is a parallelogram.